Well, Peter, is it great to be back in Melbourne?
Yeah, it's always nice. It's good. I think it's a good initiative from the club to stay down here. It's obviously going to give us some physical advantages with with not having the two flights up and back, so that'll be good. And it's always nice to get home.
You guys doing anything different during the week to sort of change things up?
No, I think the difference is that we're in Melbourne. We're trying to keep it as steady as we can. We're still getting all our gym and training in as we normally would with a 6-day break. We just don't have the flights, so it adds to our physical advantage.
You've done the review, obviously a disappointing loss to the Bombers. What's been the washout from that?
Yeah, we reviewed the game hard yesterday. We're obviously really disappointed with our performance on the weekend. I think twofold. We didn't defend as we have been. And then obviously our skill execution wasn't as it has been the last 2 weeks, which was disappointing because we've been really building over the last 2 months and it wasn't indicative of how our performances have been.
How'd you pull up? Have you had scans on your knee or anything like that?
Yeah, so I just got a little knock on the knee. Scans yesterday, but they were all good. So just a little bit of swelling there. Should settle down by Thursday and fully train and get into the game on Saturday.
Beautiful. So obviously, I guess Rocket wants a big response from the Pies against the Pies. They've been in fairly good form of late. How do you see that playing out?
Yeah, definitely. They're obviously at their best. They can play some really good footy and challenge any side in the competition. So we obviously we want to be at our best. We want to respond. All the players have been hurting this week, and we're looking for a much improved output and an even contribution from 22 boys.
Your form yourself, I think 26 goals in 15 games this season is pretty good. How have you seen yourself develop this year?
Yeah, I've been reasonably happy with the development across the year. I've been happy to get the opportunity from earlier in the year and hold down my spot, which has been promising for myself. I've just been trying to, get better each week, and at the moment working on a bit of inconsistency within week to week. Still something I need to work on at the top level, just making sure I get the consistent performances across 4 quarters each week.
What have you learnt from those guys? Have they taught you anything that you've really taken away this year?
I think you learn a lot just playing at top level with what you need with the physical demands of footy. Was good. I had a really injury-free pre-season, so the body adapted to AFL footy well. Still got a bit to go, but you learn things from your opposition, and then with those boys, Tom's obviously elite with his work rate and contest stuff. So just seeing him do that is helpful for me, as well as he holds me to account on the field as well, and he's really good for that respect. And with Sam, his defensive pressure for someone his size is excellent, and something I need to definitely get better at. So you can definitely learn a lot from both of them.
I mean, Tom's had a phenomenal year himself, and obviously his leadership's taken big strides. If Gaz was to hand over the captaincy, do you think that Tom is ready to take that on?
Tom's made some huge strides this year with on-field performance as well as his leadership skills. Off-field and on, you can really see how he's trying to develop and fast-track his development as a leader. And I think if he did step into that captaincy role, he'd definitely fill those shoes really well. Obviously really happy with Gaz this year, doing a lot of work behind the scenes and still does a lot of work that no one really sees.
Do you think that, I guess, some commentators and the media in particular has been harsh on Gaz's captaincy? He gets criticised often.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, no one sees all the work he does behind the scenes. So in meetings and things like that, he's really vocal and really tries to drive the group. He's obviously got a really huge care for the group and each player individually, and I think that you can show that just with dealing with him day to day, but obviously a lot of the media don't see that.
Just 2 more games left from the season. When you, I guess, reflect on the year as a whole, is there one particular lesson or a biggest learning that you can take from this season?
I think so. I think biggest learning is you need 22 even contributors. We learnt that on the weekend. We had a really strong showing against GWS with 22 players, and we had effectively the same people run out this week and not put in the same effort and didn't get that same result. So I think the biggest learning for us as a group is that it doesn't matter who's on the park, it's that you bring out that performance, that effort for 4 quarters, and so we'll be looking to do that for the last two weeks and moving into next year.
You catch up with any friends or family while you're here?
Yeah, I will. It's a good opportunity to see a few friends and family, so I'll see the family tomorrow night for a dinner and things like that. It'll be nice to see them.
What's on the menu?
I think we're having a roast actually. It'll be good.
Fantastic. Nice. Good luck against the Fires.
Thank you.